Welcome back to Miss Kate's Kitchen and the Great Bright Futures Baking Show. I am so excited. It's officially the holiday season and we are going to bake some holiday bakes. First up is our Reindeer Chow, also known as Muddy Buddies, also known as Puppy Chow. Anything that you want to call it is cool. This is made with Chex and chocolate and peanut butter, and we're gonna add a few little holiday accents. If you wanna add anything else to yours, you are more than welcome. I've seen people add pretzels or marshmallows or anything that flavors that you and your family like. So let's get started with our ingredients. So already laid out, we have the recipe, which is super important as we know. We have our powdered sugar, our peanut butter, vanilla extract. We have our semi-sweet chocolate chips. We have 9 cups of Chex. And we are going to get started with our first step. Okay, so step 1, putting all of our Chex Mix into a large bowl. That's 9 cups of Chex cereal. Chex is great because it's naturally gluten-free, so I love it. All right, and any variety will do. So some people got corn, some people got rice, but about 9 cups is about 1 box of Chex cereal. And then it says also to prep a cookie sheet with parchment or wax paper and set aside. So everybody also got a little bit of wax paper. I chose not to use a baking sheet and I'm just laying it out on my counter. So that's already prepped over here, which we'll get to in a little bit. So next on our list, we already have our measured out chocolate chips, and it says to combine the chocolate chips, the peanut butter, and the butter all into a bowl, which is what we're gonna do right now. So here's our 1/2 cup of peanut butter. Scooping that baby in. Now, if you have a peanut allergy, if you make this for somebody else, always double check to make sure about food allergies. As we know, that's really important. But there's a lot of other different types of nut or non-nut butters that you can use. So make sure you check those out and just be cautious of people who do have food allergies, because sometimes that can be a big bummer for those people. All right, so we have that combined. Now we're placing our 4 tablespoons or 1/4 cup. So 1 stick of butter is actually 1/2 cup. So if we divide that in half, that's 1/4. 1/4 plus 1/4 equals 1 whole. Also, there's 8 tablespoons in a stick of butter. And so if we half that, that means that is 4 tablespoons. Okay, little math action for you. Baking is full of math, like we've talked about before. I'm going to throw this into the microwave for 1 minute, and then we will come back and see if it's melted. If not, we may do that a few more times, and we're stirring between every time we take it out of the microwave. Okay, I'll meet you right back here. Okay, so just the 1 minute in my microwave worked. I am mixing all of this until everything is combined. So it looked like the peanut butter and the butter had melted really nicely, and then I saw that there were some regular chocolate chips still in there. So I want to make sure that everything is looking beautiful and smooth, right? And everything is mixed together, so it's not streaky. It's all looking just like a lovely chocolate. And man, it smells so good. So we are excited over on this end of the camera. Also, you'll notice I'm wearing a Christmas sweater. I love a holiday sweater, and I am a Star Wars fan, I would say. So I have a couple of Star Wars sweaters, but tune in for all the bakes because I will be wearing something holiday-esque different on each of the 3 bakes that we have for December. All right, I think this is all well and combined. So our next step says to mix in our vanilla. So I have a 1 teaspoon. You have this in your plastic cup already measured out for you. So we're adding in the vanilla. And then we're mixing that all in together so that the vanilla is completely combined. All right. Might take a couple stirrers there, but everything looks nice and combined. I'm sure you can see that. Everything looks combined together and chocolatey and luscious and beautiful. All right. Also, I always get really, really dirty when I make any of these because there's powdered sugar, chocolate. Prepare yourself, friends. Prepare yourself. Okay, so we're going to now pour it over. Let me change the angle. Please hold. All right, new angle. We are pouring our chocolate spread over our Chex Mix. Now, I don't like to put it just all in one spot. I like to spread it out because I feel like it actually helps to coat the Chex better. The more it's spread out initially, maybe the easier it'll be spread. It's not a scientific fact, but it's just what I go for. Gotta make sure all the goodness gets into our Chex Mix. All right, and I'm gonna switch to a little bit bigger of a spatula because this is kind of tiny. So, big spatula, welcome to the party. All right. So you want to be a little bit light as you mix because otherwise you're gonna crush all your cereal and then you're just gonna have like mush. So you don't want that. So you want to be really light as you mix. So almost like a little lifting action, if you will. Make sure to get all those underneath. This is gonna take a minute, so we're gonna speed this up, but keep going. And I'll see you when we slow it back down. Okay, so our next direction, everything is coated the best that we can. You can see that we were very gentle, so it still looks like we have cereal. And at least I think every piece of Chex in here has at least a little bit of chocolate coating or our mixture coating. All right, so our next step says to put 1.5 cups of powdered sugar in our plastic bag. Because this is a lot, we cannot fit all 9 cups in one bag. So what I would do is, I believe you have 2 bags. We're gonna put 3/4 cup of powdered sugar into each bag, and then we're gonna split this in half. So we're doing 3/4 cup because our total amount in our ingredients is 1 cup and 1/2 cup, so 1.5 cups. If we divide 1/2 cup, which we sort of talked about earlier with the butter, that's 1/4. And then if we divide 1 cup in half, that's 1/2 cup, but if we can break it down further, it's 1/4. So it's 3/4 of a cup, which means it's not 1 full cup, okay? And then we're gonna put half of this batter, or this, not batter, but this Chex mixture into one bag. And then we're gonna do that in the other bag as well. So you'll have 2 bags of shaken, all right? So we're gonna speed that up, and hopefully you will be able to do the same thing. All right, see you soon. Okay, I have shaken all of the Chow, and now I'm just spreading it out. I have my wax paper underneath, and we are just spreading it out gently. I had to add a little bit more of the powdered sugar to one of the bags because I realized I kind of shook them at different levels, but that's okay. So hopefully you had a good time shaking. And we are just gonna let this kind of rest for a little bit, kind of dry out, because the mixture, the chocolate mixture, is still a little bit warm. But that's good because we got a lot of our powdered sugar to stay. And fun fact, I did not explode a bag today. Yay! Usually I do. So we're gonna come back to this in a little bit, and we'll be ready to serve, and we'll add our treats after it cools. So come on back in a couple minutes and we'll check on this together. Okay, see you soon. Okay, our puppy chow or muddy buddies or reindeer chow, whatever you want to call it, is ready to put into our bowl. So we're just going to, we don't want to touch it all with our hands, obviously. Another great way to kind of display this is in individual bowls, especially now that we have to be a little bit more cautious with washing our hands and making sure that we're safe. That little break while this is cooling was a beautiful opportunity for you to clean up your messy kitchen, because powdered sugar, chocolate, peanut butter, all that stuff tends to get a little messy. So that's what I did during that little break, was wash my dishes or put them in the dishwasher and make sure I wiped down my space where I worked so that it didn't linger with messiness. Okay, so this reindeer chow can live on your countertop in like a Ziploc container or any sort of airtight container, or even a bag for like probably, what does our thing say? It says for 1 to 2 weeks. So right here, because I haven't added all my puppy chow to this bowl, but I want to add some fun festive colors to make it ready for the season. So I'm just gonna do a little drizzle. I'm gonna save the rest of those for my other half that I'm probably gonna store so I don't eat it all right now, because my goodness, it's so lovely. And then maybe just, you know, kind of shimmy it around a little bit so it gets a little bit more mixed in. And there you have it. This is your reindeer chow. Remember, you can add anything that you like, that your family likes, to the reindeer chow. You don't even want to add any of the holiday colors because you don't celebrate the holiday. Totally okay. You can just leave it plain, and it's a great treat to have for you and your family or loved ones that you're with at this time. So I hope you guys enjoyed Holiday Bake number 1. Please show us your Christmas attire, and then also your reindeer chow. Maybe you can leave it out for the reindeer too on Christmas Eve if you celebrate. That might be a nice little treat for them. Okay, have a great day, everybody, and we'll see you soon back here in Miss Kate's kitchen for the next episode of the Great Bright Futures Baking Club Holiday Edition. All right, we'll see you soon. Take care, be well.